Welcome to the Johnny Eliassaint Show. My name is Johnny E. It's a pleasure to have you with me this afternoon or wherever you're listening to me. Maybe it's morning where you're at. I don't know. Maybe it's even night. But hey, this is a brand new podcast, the Johnny Eliassaint Show or the Johnny Eliassaint Podcast. And thank you for being here and thank you for watching. For those of you who doesn't know, this podcast has been aired on YouTube as well, and it's a video podcast, and it's a podcast who have a live audience. We are recording our podcast live. If you ever want to participate, just come to the Johnny E YouTube channel, and you'll find the podcast, and you can participate with us. Tonight, we're going to talk about perfection. Okay, we are talking about breaking free from perfection. Like so many of you know, every time we're trying to do something, maybe starting a business, may it be a project, whatever it is, we want it to be perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that because the reality is we want what we're trying to get into to be the best as it can be. And as you know, many of us, like for example myself, who's been in the military, uh, where everything have to be done right, where we don't have any room for mistake, where if you make a mistake, it may cause somebody life, somebody can get injured. So you built that culture where you're trying the best you can to be perfect. And it stay with you. It's not only just those of us, like when you take people in the medical field, okay, there's not much room for mistake, there's not much room for errors. Because of that, we feel like we have to be perfect. We have to make sure whatever we're doing, we do it right. In those instances, yes, perfection is necessary, in my opinion. But however, that perfection that is so necessary can sometimes hinder your progress. It can sometimes affect the stuff that you want to get done. It can slow you down just because you are suffering from perfection, just like me, just like you watching this podcast and saying, oh, wow, that's true. So I'm going to give myself as an example. Every time I'm trying to create something, as it may be as a content creator, may it be as a business owner, I want it to be a certain way. And if it's not that certain way, it stopped me from moving forward because the little detail, I'm always stuck on it. So what ended up happening? What I've learned as I'm stuck and trying to figure out how to move forward, how to change what I need to change, how to make it perfect, how to make it the way I want it to be. My starting time is decreasing or is increasing. The stuff was matter the most are not getting done. So many of us, as I was researching this to come talk to you guys about it, I saw somebody who quote the word perfection paralysis, where you're so stuck in that perfection that you can't move forward. That the project that you have, that the the business you wanted to start, the acting career you wanted to go into, the whatever it was, it is at a standstill just because you find yourself in a situation where you don't know should you go left or should you go right. So because of that, you stuck. And how do you move forward from it? How do you manage to break free, to to change the current dynamics, to put yourself in a situation where it's okay if it's missing a period. It's okay if it's missing the corner. It's okay if you didn't see X, Y, and Z. It's okay to learn as you're going through it. Many of us, many of us will have been so far in life, but we let perfection hold us back. Now, a lot of people, a lot of experts are gonna tell you otherwise, and there's no problem with that. But I can tell you, me from experience, perfection really, 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 really hold me back. And this is the reason why on this first episode I wanted to talk about it because finally I break free. I don't need to be perfect anymore. I don't need it to be the way I've seen other people have it. Because when you seeking for perfection, you are comparing yourself sometimes with a lot of people. I'm gonna give you an example. As a live producer, as a content creator, every time I'm creating something and I'm looking at the big channels, right? That what they're creating, how they're creating it, the professionals. But I tend to forget that those professionals have millions and millions of dollars budget. Okay. Those professionals, maybe one camera probably worth my whole studio. you know, and even them, they are not perfect. Even them, they make a lot of mistakes during the production. Even them, as you sometimes you don't even see if they make a mistake unless you're on that field. I say, oh, that's odd. Okay. But because the audience probably don't even see it. But the show must go on. So this is what I'm trying not to do anymore. Is that comparison? If say, hey, look at CNN, hey, look at Fox News, hey, look at this big podcaster. How did it make do this, that? Mine need to be a little bit more better, a little bit more perfect. In the meantime, you can't move forward. In the meantime, you are stuck. In the meantime, your project is still on your table. What you wanted to start is still sit down right there. The plan is still on your lap and you cannot start because you want it to be a certain way and you want it to be perfect. And that perfection, like I said, it's okay in certain categories. But at some point, you have to let it go so you can move forward. You have to manage it well. So mentally, mentally, you can highlight your mistakes, you can highlight your shortfalls, but still maintain a professional growth. I want to thank you for listening to our first episode, and I welcome you to subscribe to us and to participate with us on our live audience. I see you on the next episode. Thank you.